Out riding and thinking and thinking and riding. And one of the things that come to my mind is that America has a vicious cycle of living in, which is just a loop that the average American will never get out of unless he can train his mind or her mind to get out of it. And what I mean by vicious cycle is the work ethics. Let's just say you work on a job that pays you $35 an hour. And then your spouse or friend or whoever you stay with, or even that may be enough to sustain you. I mean, to have you a nice car and a house to stay and food on the table and clothes and travel. If that sustains you, you're in that vicious cycle to say, well, I make $70,000 or $80,000 or $60,000, whatever it takes, that amount equals out to. That you'll say, oh, ain't no need of me going nowhere. This is a good job and a field or career, whatever you're into. It's not a career, I wouldn't say, because if you're in that vicious cycle of having to go to work for somebody else daily, you're in that cycle. And America's school system teaches us to go to college and get a good education and go to work as a doctor in a company or go to work for somebody. Average time, that's what Americans' educational system is based on. It's never based on, let me show you how to take a dollar and make a dime and make a dollar out of it. American system is a loophole that a lot of people don't look at. I admire a friend of mine that we was working together, and he told me one day he was gonna quit that job and start his own business. And at that time, my mind, knowing that it's possible, I knew it was possible. But I was so relaxed in the job that I had that, hey man, it pays the bills. It's getting everything. I mean, I'm getting a vacation. I can go where I want to go, blah, blah, blah. Not thinking that, hey, there's way more money on the table than what I'm getting right here. I'm getting chicken change. That company was feeding me chicken change. And my partner left, started his own business, and started making like $200,000 or $300,000 a year. And he was like, man, he was like, you don't know. It's something way beyond this door if you would just venture out. And my mind being so relaxed, just didn't want to. You know, that vicious cycle, I was used to it, and it was good. So I never did venture out. I finally got a chance an opportunity to retire. So I never went out there to do what he did. And I was so proud that he did it. It felt almost like as if I had done it, but I didn't. But I'm just, to this day, proud of him. To take that chance. A lot of people won't take a chance. They were like, oh no, man, that's not gonna work out. Yeah, if you got a negative mind, you're gonna have a negative outcome. I tell a lot of people, you are who you hang with. You hang with negative people and you're gonna have a negative outcome for sure. So whenever somebody starts feeding me negative stuff, I stop hanging. I don't say I stop hanging, associating with them, but you'll find that I have distanced myself from them, especially if you got a negative outlook on things. To me, if you don't have a positive outlook, you're gonna drag me down. So that's being said, old saying, neither here nor there. I was really just thinking about the vicious cycle that America has, man. We gotta figure out, when you go to school, what can I do on my own to start my own business? You may have to go to work for somebody for a little while to get some money up, but your goal should be, I need my own business. I need this guy to come to me needing me, not me to go to him needing his business. That's the cycle that America needs to get into. I look at a lot of the foreign countries, and that's what they're into. They're into their own self-sustained businesses. Another thing came to mind would be like bartering. If the dollar system vanished, bartering would be the next thing. What do you have that I can use? Let's just say you got a farm and you got chicken eggs and the next guy got cows. Well, you'll trade them eggs for meat, beef, or whatever. That's, America got away from that because the rich knew that they could never get their hands on that substance. Let me call it just that substance, but bartering would be the next thing. So I'm just ranting, thinking about how the vicious cycle of America is. But neither here nor there. Out riding and thinking and riding. We'll chat with y'all later about some of this stuff. Later.